Once every year, on the eve of Halloween, an exhilarating bash takes place deep within the enchanted forest, a party hosted by none other than the most notorious monsters and mystical creatures of lore. Legend has it that whoever gets a glimpse of this monster parade is treated to a spectacle more vibrant than the most vivid nightmares. As the moon rose high, casting eerie glows upon the forest of shadows, the gates to the gathering opened, revealing a fantastical world hidden from human eyes. The air crackled with the energy of anticipation as creatures of all kinds began to assemble. Leading the charge was Count Dracula, his cape flowing majestically, his aristocratic charm unmatched as he welcomed the guests with open arms. Beside him, the ever-surly werewolf, known as Fenric, eyed the scene with his predatory gaze. Despite his ferocious appearance, Fenric had a soft spot for the chilling music that was playing from the ethereal orchestra led by a ghostly conductor. They wailed out harmonies that sent shivers through the trees, inviting all to enter. Nearby, the mummy, affectionately referred to as Kofi, adjusted his wrappings. He'd come all the way from the sands of Egypt, just to lend his intricate dance moves to the lively throng. Around him, witches, goblins, and trolls feasted on a bubbling cauldron of punch that smoked with green fumes, a recipe concocted by the peculiar mad scientist who couldn't stop bragging about its special effects. In one corner, the Frankenstein monster, named Frank, clumsily tried to initiate a conversation with Medusa, only to avert his gaze to avoid being turned into stone. Her laughter, which sounded like the gentle hiss of rain, echoed through the event. Meanwhile, a group of mischievous ghosts played pranks, making jack-o'-lanterns dance and howl, much to the delight of the vampire bats that swooped and soared in tandem. The highlight, however, came when they lit the ceremonial bonfire. On this symbolic hearth, werewolves howled in chorus with the Dullahan, who galloped through the crowd with his head tucked under his arm, his steed a fiery shadow flying through the assembly. It was a sight to behold, each creature more awe-inspiring than the last. As the night drew on, time seemed irrelevant. Laughter and joy resonated through the air, breaking whatever preconceived notions one might have of these creatures being mere ghouls and fiends. Here they were, in their own space, celebrating traditions and the shared understanding of what it means to exist beyond the norm. When dawn threatened to banish the night, Dracula rose to make the final toast. With a raised goblet, he declared the night as one for the history books, forever remembered by those who dared dance with the phantoms and the night dwellers. With that, the party ended, leaving only whispers in the wind of a Halloween many would dream of, but few would ever witness.